I don't know what I'm going to do. My flight didn't get booked, so I need to book that today. 2 people shared that I triggered them. There's somebody that's been totally avoiding me, and I notice it. I'm gonna try and call her out on that and see if I can deal with that. I'm feeling so grateful to have met these bunch of people. Every single one of them I just love with all my heart. Good morning. Just had our final pod meeting. That was good. I didn't share anything personal, I just shared like nice things about everybody and how they'd impacted me. But for now, what I'm going to do is do the opposite of what we started with, and I'm going to put the camera on and just unpack and dance around while I unpack. So that's the vibe today. Usually I would quite like a nice smooth transition into setting that up, but I need to change the battery. That's that done. Packed, all packed. I guess like after the sharing, maybe I'll share this. Like after the sharing, I was thinking about like what somebody said, and I felt like they were making a pointed judgment at me. It was an interesting moment. I was like, oh, maybe they're talking about me, but maybe they aren't. Who cares? I don't know what I'm going to do. My flight didn't get booked, so I need to book that today. So I need to have a look at how much these things are. The prices have gone up or down. Well, that was the last dance, the last sharing circle that we had. We only danced for like one song or two or three songs, I think, and then that was it. I would have liked more dancing, but the sharing circle was good. It was very, so it wasn't dancing, it was like we did, can I reveal myself to you? So everybody walked around and maybe said things that they might have wanted to say but didn't. A lot of people shared that I triggered, two people shared that I triggered them because I've got a big energy, and that made them feel like, why am I taking up so much space? I do take up a lot of space, I know I do. I've got fucking huge energy because every day I do energy work. Every day I learn about energy, every day I meditate on energy, I meditate with energy. And I don't feel bad. I'm glad that they shared it, but I can't do anything about people's triggers. They're not mine. I can't own them. They're not my triggers. I don't trigger myself in that way. I love being myself. Some very beautiful ladies I kind of either avoided or didn't talk to, or yeah, some people shared that they found me very attractive, which is very nice to hear. I shared a few things with people, like some of the things that made me feel, and one person who ignored me, and I got to hear their side of the story, which was very interesting. Like, yeah, a lot of it was like the stories people create in their minds. But I felt very loved. I felt very, very loved in that like, can I reveal myself to you exercise. I think I had 9 interactions actually. And one person said that what I've got to share is really important to people here. It's kind of what I needed to hear doing this thing. Yeah. It's really what I needed to hear. Thank you. Thank you. Because there's a big part of me that's like, I'll just chuck this thing in the bin when I'm done. And that's not an insignificant part of me, honestly. And grab it all, move to the recycle bin. So it was very, that really was beautiful to hear. And I needed to hear it today, so thank you, universe. And then we did the final sharing circle, and I shared essence, shared I kept saying, bring it to essence. So I shared that. I shared that, yeah, it's not my responsibility if I trigger you. Yeah, just what I shared with you, because it's not. That was the biggest thing I learned. Can't go around try to stop other people being triggered. People are just going to be triggered because that's life. People trigger you, fucking get over it. It's not your responsibility. Like, sure, if they communicate their trigger to you, then you can find some middle ground. But sometimes that middle ground, or sometimes that solution is just fucking move away from the guy. Get away from him. Or whatever. Like, then that's an okay solution. It's not the best solution. Anyway, I shared that, and I shared that, yeah, like before I was interrupted again, and then lectured, was that, yeah, I love you, Andy. I'm proud of you, Andy. And I love all of you. And I love all of you. So we're just about to do the closing ceremony. I've only got a few, literally seconds to do this, but yeah, we just had like a talk about ISTA and stuff like that, and really interesting. Like, everybody's got a different perspective on how much should be shared, how much I should, like how much like one should share, not just like nothing to do with this, but it's very interesting. There's somebody that's been like totally avoiding me, and I notice it. I'm gonna try and call her out on that and see if I can deal with that. If I can't, fine, whatever, not my problem. But it'd be nice to see what's going on in her mind. Like I said, it's not my responsibility, but it'd be nice, like, closure. I won't think twice about it if I can't get that conversation, because it's, again, not my problem. So we're going for a final walk. I wasn't actually going to do a walk, but I realised this is the last time we're going to see all this stuff, so let's just take it in for a second. It's fucking beautiful. Just had the final ceremony, like the closing ceremony. That was nice, did a picture. I never got to talk to that lassie about why she's been ignoring me, and then she ignored me again. I was like, oh, can I talk to you? And she was like, not now. So whatever. Whatever, not my problem. But I did get to talk to the person that had a beautiful experience. All three of the ladies that I was able to, yeah, give loving presents to, and that was really beautiful to have those experiences with those ladies, and really impactful ones. Like, one was just a very sensual one, and we had a very nice connection, and just having that RBDSM chat was nourishing, because it's like, look, I'm here, like, I think you're beautiful and really cool, but I'm also here at ISTA, and I don't want to get too attached to just like a moment. So let's have this moment and like we were both on the exact same page, and she shared that it was an incredible experience for her, and I'm really glad I could give somebody that, because she gave it to me as well. And then, yeah, the person I did Sacred Spot with, again, we just shared such a beautiful but very different experience. Very different experience. Human to human. Male to female. And then just now I had lunch with the girl I was hanging out with last night. And yeah, like we didn't have a sensual experience. We didn't have that. Like, I mean, it was nice. We were like massaging each other and stuff, but it wasn't sensual. It wasn't sexual. It was intellectual. It was heart opening. It was fun. And that's what that experience was, and that was really beautiful for both of us. Because I'm not going to be the type of person to go to temple like very often in my life. I don't think. It doesn't appeal to me as much as I think it's important for humanity that this stuff exists. Like, it's also important that people who don't want to go, like, don't need to fucking go, right? Like, it's a personal choice. And I'm one of those people who just, like, yeah, it's not for me. Like, ISTA, the work ISTA's doing, and the work all, like, tantra schools and mystery schools that far are doing, is incalculably important to this world. But people don't need to do it if they don't want to. It shouldn't be forced. Nothing should be forced. I am feeling grateful for this experience. It was everything and I wanted or needed, and a billion times more than what I could ever have imagined it to be. I'm feeling so grateful to have met these bunch of people. Every single one of them I just love with all my heart, truly. And these are intelligent people. These are not like some weirdos. I mean, we're all weirdos, but like they're not like... This is the funny thing about society. Like this is the cream of the crop. These people are like highly intelligent, highly capable, highly able beings, and we're all here doing this work. And you get the same when you go to plant medicine ceremonies and you go to breath work and yeah, all of this stuff. You get the exact same. It's so nourishing for everything. Like I said it earlier, I feel full, like in the best possible way. And I felt like I learned a lot about myself, about the personality I've created. And that doesn't just go. I do have a personality, and there's part of that like, okay, that I've been struggling with for the past few years, of like how much of that do I let go. And that's kind of where you get into ISTA Level 2, but I don't know whether I need ISTA Level 2. Because there are other ways to get there, and I see the path in other ways. So, we'll see. Thank you for watching, if you've made it this far. It's probably coming to an end. I'll maybe do 1 or 2 more segments and maybe do some post work, but by and large this is the last segment. At ISTA here in Budapest, at this lovely beautiful space, and I hope this video just opens somebody's eyes. Like if I open like one person's eyes and it's like, okay, maybe I'll go, maybe that's interesting to me, then I think I've done my job as whatever I am, as a being. So I know it's controversial. I'm very aware of it. I'm not interested in dealing with that at the moment. It's for future Andy to deal with. But I know, and he'll know. And I'm not bothered. I can deal with it. I could have an intellectual debate with pretty much anybody, I think. It's not ego, it's just, I'm not saying I win it. I would just like to have it. I love you. For the final time at ISTA.